and now I'm using destroys. Anything you throw at me, ain't gonna throw back, just wait and see. You better believe that I got tricks up my sleeve. See me nominate, cause I'm awful and great.
Alright, hello everyone, this is Darkoak React again. You might be wondering why I'm a bit mad. Is because it's the 5th time that I'm trying to record this episode, and for some reason my camera always closes on me. Apparently, there's too much footage on my camera, and it decides to mysteriously close because there's no space enough. So it's like, instead of just telling me right now, it's waiting 8 minutes of recording before closing every time. So I'm not going to edit all the parts where it's bugging. I'm just going to react to it. I've seen like before the first minutes, the first couple of minutes is already watched. I've already watched, but still, not the entire episode. Okay, I'm going to tell you anyway when I've been where the camera cut. Okay, so let's just watch the episode. I'm a bit tired about technical difficulties. Honestly, I am really mad about that. All right, it's so simple. You know, it's so simple and stuff doesn't work. I hate that. Anyway, let's watch in, what about Discord? I've said these things like 5 times right now. I don't feel like faking it. Like, I was doing like stuff like, hey, what about Discord? Well, what about him? And, you know, I've been saying that like 5 times. I don't care. I'm just gonna watch it, okay? Play.
Didn't we just shelve all the books in the library a few months ago?
Yes, but that was because
Because
we
we
needed to.
needed to.
This is just
This is
because
just
I want to.
to.
I call it my book sortation. 3 uninterrupted days of reorganizing books. Can you think of
Yes.
anything more relaxing?
Well,
Yes.
claw massages, back rubs,
Rubs,
bubble baths.
baths. Yeah, I've seen this part
You
5
weren't really
times,
looking for an
so
answer, were ya?
you get it why I'm so mad?
It decreases the amount of time it takes to find a book you're looking for by nearly 3/4 of a second.
Yes.
Whoa, that much?
Yes, whoa, that much. Yeah.
Look at them all.
Yeah.
Why, there must be at least 20,000 books to
The
organize.
joke. Ooh, yeah.
Best long weekend
I like the
ever.
joke.
I'm sure we can
But
make
I'm
some
kind of
time
tired.
for a claw massage and a back rub too.
Yes! Best long weekend ever!
And I said that it's cute that Twilight thinks about Spike.
My little pony.
During that time I was like talking how, yeah, like I've seen this part, and yeah, the Discord part where there's Rainbow Dash. Yes, I've seen it 5 times already. You know, that's why I'm mad, because, you know, I wanted to be surprised, now I'm not, because it's been 5 times since I watched this part. But right after we met Discord, I don't know what's gonna happen.
That strange yellow orb in the sky. What is that?
I might add
So
my
it's been a little while since
original
we've seen the sun.
reaction.
A little while. We've been in that library for 3 straight days.
Yes, but they were 3 very productive days. Even if you did take that 2-hour claw
The way they
massage
put the
break.
credit
Hey, you promised a claw
this,
massage?
with the
I'm
Twilight
down with
is
claw
kind of
massage.
weird.
It's not like we
it's
missed
anime
anything.
style.
Hello, Twilight. Hi,
Yeah, I've seen this part.
Hi, Rainbow Dash. Good to see you, Discord.
Did you rehearse before you found us?
What makes you think we practiced? Come on, Rainbow Dash. What's going on here? Sorry, me and Discord are just messing around. Like we do. Since when?
Oh, Twilight, we've simply
Yeah,
had a
I'll probably
momentous
put the
time together
original
these
footing.
past 3 days. You could say it was hysterical.
Yes, hysterical.
Sneaky snake.
Just snaking around.
That one, Discord. It is?
Kind of an inside joke from this weekend. You wouldn't really get it unless you were there.
Oh, okay.
Cool, well, catch you later, Twilight.
Catch you later, Twilight.
That was strange, right? Since
3:30.
Rainbow Dash and Discord had inside jokes.
Since sometime
Okay,
in the last
at this
3
part,
days,
I don't know
guess.
what's gonna happen.
Hey, no pony made you join me on my book sortation.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
Rarity?
Twilight, you've returned from your book sorting sabbatical. All that organizing has done wonders for your complexion.
Thanks. It was very relaxing.
Cool.
And we were able to clear a shelf for those old-fashioned books you wanted to donate.
They're not old, darling. They're vintage, and they're over there. I've even included my favorites by former cancel art designer to the stars, Rococo Frou Frou.
Oh, I love her.
Him.
Both.
Twilight? This makes twice I'm seeing you in one day. Aren't I lucky?
He's up to something.
Hi, Twilight. Hi, Spike. How was your book sortation?
It was good.
Aren't you glad you did it?
It's not funny.
Oh, please. You'll make me blush.
You do seem to be turning a shade of orange.
Orange too glad. It's not that funny.
Oh, sorry, darling. You see, we were at Sweet Apple Acres, and, how to explain?
Well, let me try and paint her a picture, dearest.
Dearest.
You see,
Oh,
we were all at Sweet Apple Acres, and I ended up
The
turning
guy
the
who's painting.
trees into the most. Oh, who am I kidding? I simply
Yeah, I
can't
know
do
the
it
guy.
justice. You really had to be there.
We would have invited you to come
What are
along
you
too,
up
but
to?
we didn't want to interrupt your organizing. We know how important it is to you.
And I'm sure it was much more important than the fun that we had.
is he
I
trying
appreciate
to
that.
make her
Speaking of books, I should get these on the shelf.
feel bad?
Rainbow Dash bonding with Discord. Rarity finding something he did genuinely funny? Must have been some weekend.
Some pony's sorry she missed it?
Of course not.
Discord is up to something. He's manipulating them. He's manipulating
You two in
Twilight.
hysterics.
Oh, we were just reminiscing about the best weekend ever.
He's everywhere today, isn't he?
Oh, now where was I? Ah, yes, we had just finished our soup. And then Applejack said, peanut butter hoof? Yuck, not even with jelly.
That fun?
I don't get it.
It was hilarious. I wish we'd taken a picture for you.
Oh, well, this should do.
Ah, inside jokes. They're great when you understand them.
I guess that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, seems this has become quite the sticky situation.
Well, it's kind of cool that he's friends with Del Dem, but
Oh,
we missed
yes,
this
Twilight.
part.
We haven't even asked how your weekend went.
It was fine.
And yet you look so glum. Does some pony need a huggy wuggy?
Ah, you freaking
Not
troll.
wrong. I'm glad you all had such a good time together. Having inside jokes can really create a lasting bond between friends.
I'm just
You
sorry that all
freaking
this
troll.
bonding happened while you were holed up in your castle.
You so know that.
Oh, don't you,
You
worry
know.
about Twilight. Bet you were in hog heaven organizing all them books. Again.
I'm sure I had just
Yeah.
as much fun as the rest of you. I can't believe I missed out on all that bonding.
I knew it. You are jealous.
Spike, I am the princess of friendship. I don't get jealous. I'm sorry I missed out because sharing that experience would have helped me with my princess of friendship duties.
You're not perfect.
Come again?
If our friends could enjoy 3 full days with Discord that much, it must have something to do with the specific things they did together. If we could find out what those things were, it could be a real breakthrough in the science of friendship.
The science of friendship.
I guess so.
I know so! You thought our book sortation was fun? This is gonna be even better. Thank you for coming. I wouldn't have asked you here.
How did you become friend again?
I want to know how these funny moments you shared came to pass. I can use this data to help advance friendships all over Equestria.
Well, I like the sound of that.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Let's start with the snake.
No sexual content.
I don't know if I can get it out. It's too funny.
Oh, but we must. It's for the greater good. It started when we were helping Granny Smith with her garden.
He's so trolling.
I reckon you mean my sister Apple Bloom.
All you apples look the same.
Oh, that's
and then
racist.
Rainbow Dash saw a snake.
I think it was a garden hose.
It was a hose snake. Super deadly. I recall it being a large stick that looked like a hose that in turn did in fact resemble a snake.
Point is, we galloped away.
And it chased after us.
The hose? A snake? A stick?
A snake.
A hose.
A stick.
We literally trotted for our lives. Isn't
That's
that
confusing.
hilarious?
I guess you had to be there. I do need to be there.
But you weren't. And it's already happened. Ooh. Are you
Time travel!
Time travel? Absolutely not.
I'm Marty
Time
McFly.
travel is not something to be messed with. We simply need to recreate everything that led to these jokes.
Oh, what a brilliant idea. Shall we begin with the lunch date that kicked off the glorious weekend you missed out on?
That's tune that's playing
Are
behind
you
like
sure it was this table?
that
Does
Discord
it really matter?
is up
When it
to
comes
something.
to science, everything matters. One change to the equation could ruin the experiment.
What are you up to, dude? Oh, that's nice. Of
All
Discord.
right. So you sat down at the table, and then what happened?
Oh, well, first I expressed my displeasure with the design of the menu.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've just noticed something.
Yes?
The tablecloth. It isn't the same color as the one the restaurant used on the day in question.
Really?
He's right. The tablecloth was red. I remember because it clashed with the font on the menus.
I don't suppose that means we're gonna need to get a new tablecloth, does it?
Oh, most definitely.
Ah,
One change to the equation could ruin the experiment. Twilight said so herself.
at least he's
Anything
helping.
stand out as being different? Anything at all?
What's your game?
I noticed a couple of things. Me too!
Excellent.
Well, at least he's helping, Twilight.
A little to the left. No, my left. A little bit more. No, a little more right.
Pinkie Pie!
Looks like an ice cream sundae.
Well, we can't recreate. Never mind.
Perfect!
No. This is barely room temperature. Garçon! Garçon!
Chaos trying to recreate everything exactly the way it was.
No, nothing.
I still don't get it.
Are you sure there's not something you've missed? Some other detail about your lunch together that you're forgetting?
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel we've been pretty exhaustive in our attempts to recreate every single detail of our previous encounter.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah, Twilight. If you don't get it by now, I don't think you're ever gonna get it.
But it is really important that I figure this out. It's for the good of all Equestria.
Well, perhaps we should have another look at the data we've collected. Of course! There is one last variable that we haven't accounted for.
What?
You!
Oh, that's
Me?
rude.
You weren't there observing us. No matter how hard we try, we can't possibly recreate our weekend of fun exactly as it happened, because you'll always be watching, and you weren't there.
That's a low blow.
That's a good point.
It has only served to prove that moments of levity and bonding between friends simply cannot be recreated so that others might share in the experience.
That's true.
He makes another good point. Oh, don't worry,
But he
darling.
seems to be
I'm sure
liking
plenty
it
of other chances
way
to
too
share
much.
The kind of frivolity we had with Discord while you were away.
Yeah, and I'll bet they'll be just as hysterical.
That's kind of bad. Like, Discord is enjoying Twilight's suffering. Look at that! He's like...
I'm not buying it. Not for a second. There is definitely something else going on here, Spike.
Or maybe there isn't, and you should just drop this whole thing and admit that you're a little jealous.
Even if I'm not able to laugh at what happened, I should be able to figure out why they find it funny, why they think they had this amazing and hilarious time together, but I can't figure it out. It doesn't make sense.
Some things just can't be explained.
It's Discord.
Our friends think
Nothing
something
makes
great
sense
happened
with
to them
Discord.
while I was away, but no, it was something awful. If we don't break the spell they're under, who knows what terrible things could happen?
Spells?
Come on, Spike. There's no time to lose.
They don't look like they're under a spell. But
Zecora,
Discord is
what do you
really
think?
up to something.
Can you undo Discord's magic?
In what way can you tell that they are indeed under a spell?
They're
Zecora,
having
I missed
fun
you
with
so
Discord,
much.
that's why.
A friendship with Discord is truly a shock. But who says it is something that we must block?
I love your
Trust
rhymes.
me, they would never laugh like that unless something magical was involved. It's not that funny. I know funny.
Your argument.
All right, this potion will break the spell. Then you will be able to tell.
Wait, if that's the potion, then what's brewing in your cauldron?
It ties the room together and emits a warm glow. But if I am to be honest, it's just for show.
The thing is, in season 5, supposed to be, exploring all the different places in Equestria, they said. We haven't been to the Zebra Land. I want to visit the Zebra Land.
No glowing
Make a zebra episode.
Or maybe it's more of a non-adventure. Maybe she just wants to tell us how last night's
I want to see
slumber went.
Zecora's homeworld.
Ooh, you look excited!
I am excited. We're gonna have fun today.
Pinkie Pie loves
One
that.
tiny, minuscule, microscopic thing before fun times. I need every pony to sip this potion to break Discord's spell on you.
Oh, this is
What
not
now?
gonna work.
Don't be embarrassed. So what if Discord cast a spell on you so you thought you had a great time, and now you have all these inside jokes that you seem to be constantly laughing at?
This is
Don't
awkward.
worry, you didn't have your defenses up. I get it.
You're kidding. Twilight, darling. We simply had a nice time with Discord. As I recall, we spent much of yesterday afternoon reenacting it for you.
Uh-huh. Or you reenacted what you thought was fun, but really wasn't because you were under a spell that made you think what happened was fun.
What kind of fertilizer have you had your nose in, Twilight?
Be honest.
Fertilizer?
The only reason you won't drink the potion
That's a
is
country
because
guy.
deep down in your hearts, you know there's a chance that Discord has you under his power.
Twilight, how could you say such a thing? I know Discord still makes mistakes sometimes, but you're accusing him of being downright evil.
Yeah! And to top it off, you're accusing us of not being able to tell he was up to something. What do you take us for?
Yeah! What do you take us for?
But he is up to something, right?
Delicious!
And he
Talking more
did
Twilight?
feel good humiliating Twilight.
The gang mentioned we'd all
Hey,
be
the
hanging out
snooze.
together today.
It's the smooth.
The gang?
Yeah, the peanut butter hoof
Alcoholic Pinky? Oh, we know they weren't under a spell.
Spell theory.
Twilight is gonna crack.
But it's still not funny.
It's funny if you were there.
But I wasn't there. I was wasn't included. Maybe it's my own fault for staying in and having a book sortation when I could have been making jokes and memories and having a great time with my friends. But I didn't do that, did I? You all did. You were all there, but... I wasn't there. I missed out. And seeing you having all these jokes I wasn't a part of and couldn't understand made me
What would Discord face?
No. The Princess of Friendship can't get jealous.
It's like,
Sure you can, Twilight. And none of us begrudge you for it.
We're sorry if we made you feel left out.
You didn't do anything wrong. You're allowed to share things that don't include me.
And you're allowed to feel a little jealous about it. You just have to be able to admit that that's what you're feeling so you can let it go.
yeah, guys,
And, you know, not try to make us recreate everything that happened when you
Twilight's-
weren't around.
remains Twilight.
Of course, none of this would have happened if I hadn't encouraged every pony not to invite you this weekend.
What?
They wanted me to be there? And you convinced them to
You
not
did it on
invite me?
purpose?
Well, I didn't think that they should interrupt you, but now I see that we should have. Oh, I feel just
You don't look awful.
You don't look like you feel terrible.
Hey, Pinky, stop.
better.
Wait a minute. You didn't suggest not inviting Twilight because you wanted to make her feel left out, did you?
Yeah.
Of course not. That whole jealousy thing was just a happy accident. Certainly, we can all agree that Princess Twilight learned a valuable lesson here, that even she can have feelings of jealousy. That she should recognize said feelings rather than try to pretend that she doesn't have them.
So you did it
Did
for...
I get the tiniest bit of glee out of watching her try to recreate our weekend of fun in the name of science? Oh, most definitely. But what's important here is that it was never my intent to make Twilight feel jealous. That's something the old me would have tried to do. Aren't you glad I've changed?
I never know if he's honest or not.
I said, aren't you glad I've changed?
Nope.
Orange! Like the ones at the Applejack farm. I mean, from this weekend. No? Nothing? Really? I thought you'd find this hysterical.
Discord is killing the jokes.
Yes, no. Discord, I think these jokes have run their course.
Only way we find them funny now is if you put us all under some kind of spell.
Oh.
Come on. You'd have to be a complete crazy pony to think he'd do something like that. What are you gonna say next, Pinky? That we'd all have to drink some weird potion to break the spell?
Well, what's so funny?
You had to be there.
Do we really have to spell it out for you?
Good one, Rainbow.
I don't get it. You want to tell me what's so hilarious? Any pony?
Take that, you.
Hello? I'm talking to you. You. And you.
Discord is
What's
like...
funny about spells? I don't get it. I'd be left off. I feel really bad about it.
Huh? Feels good, huh?
Sorry, buddy. Guess you had to be there.
That'll teach you. That was a weird episode, honestly. Like, Discord had some fun watching Twilight suffer. It's kind of messed up, but at the same time, Discord is kind of like that. He just like to mess around people, I guess. I don't think he means it as a, like, you know, bad. It's just that he likes to mess with people's head. I guess I cannot let it slide, and yeah. But anyway, so in this episode, Discord is friends with everyone because they had such a great weekend. It involves peanut butter, oranges, and snakes. Put the three together and you have a friendship with Discord forever, apparently. what happened, you have different versions, you have you don't know what happens with Discord and the gang, but it seems like a crazy weekend. And Twilight missed it, and now they all have these jokes. I kind of relate to that because I'm like that. Like I don't hang out with my friends that much. Like, it's not that I don't want to. It's not that I am missing out or they don't invite me. It's just that I'm a lonesome guy. Like, I don't really have to hang out with my friends that much. It's just like that. And sometimes I skip a few days, and when you and then when you skip a few days, they talk about these days that you weren't there, and you're wondering, well, what am I gonna talk about, you know? So I kind of relate to that, but not to the point of being jealous or like feeling left out. Sometimes, but not all the times. Most of the times I'm like, yeah. But sometimes I regret, you know, it's like, oh, that happened and I wasn't there, oh shit. But you have to move on, and eventually, yeah, you move on. You say to yourself, well, I'm sure I'll live other times with my friends and stuff, and that's exactly what happened. And Twilight is really hard on herself this season. Have you ever realized that? Like, the episode where she meets Colgate and all the gang is like, in this episode, people were like really awful to her. Like, I mean, during the whole episode, I was like, why are you trying to regain friendship to ponies that you know didn't care much at all in the beginning, and you don't have to feel bad about it because you were saving the world? And there's one pony that was like, no, I can't, and yeah, like Moondancer was like, she was a real drama queen, you know, and you can't be friends with everyone. And no one contradicted her. Like, at the end, you've learned that you need to be friends with everyone. Like, you really need to be careful about the others people feelings. But in real life, you can't, because it's literally impossible to keep track of everyone's feeling. You just can't. I don't really think that it's kind of harsh on Twilight, because you know you have to let go of some friendships sometimes, you know. It doesn't work like that. It's so, like, I want to say, just to end the episode like that, is leave Twilight alone. But I think it's harsh. This season, everyone expects Twilights to be perfect, and it's kind of hard. Like, just be yourself, you know. Like, don't think too much about it, and you can't be friends with everyone, you know. That's all I wanted to say. So, see ya, guys. The next episode 23.